Hello, my lovelies. Happy Wednesday. Happy scoping out. Today's topic is actually inspired by some of your comments that came in after last week's topic. Last week's topic, we were talking about wanting more out of life doesn't necessarily mean you're a spoiled brat. And there are some of you that really want to hold on to your spoiled brat status. Yeah, but, right? Yeah, but if I have worked so hard to reach this level and it's not good enough and I have to have more to be happy, doesn't that make me a spoiled brat? And where's the gratitude in this? Shouldn't I? Here was the overall overwhelming theme of the feedback, which was, shouldn't I be grateful? Shouldn't I just be grateful for what I have? So today we're talking about gratitude, in part because that was the feedback that I got back from you guys, and in part because, yeah, let's talk about gratitude, because I think we have a really big misunderstanding about what gratitude is. So let's start with what gratitude is. We have this understanding that gratitude is just is feeling thankful. I'm thankful, and that's it. That's all it is a thankful feeling. And usually, people don't even get as far as the feeling part of that. Usually it's gratitude is a thankful thought. Thank you for that gift. Thank you for having us over. Thank you for a lovely time. And it kind of stops there. If I were to ask you what thankfulness feels like, if I were to ask you what gratitude feels like, not the thoughts you have, what does it feel like? What does it feel like emotionally? It's still a little nebulous, but the harder part for most people is what does it feel like physically? We know where anger shows up in our body. We know where stress shows up in our body. We know where fear shows up in our body. This visceral reaction that happens in the body to negative feelings is obvious. It's immediate. It's because of our negativity bias. We can't help it. It's okay. But those feeling states we have immediate access to. But what about the positive ones? And gratitude is a big one. So where does gratitude show up in your body? And I know that you're not going to answer this in the next, 10, 12 minutes, but I want you to think about this, because gratitude is an altogether different kind of feeling. Gratitude is a filling up. It's a welling up. It's not something that just sits in you or passes quickly through you. Oh, thanks for the lovely evening. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to get home in time. What am I going to get for dinner tomorrow, right? Like these quick passing, like, yeah, thanks. And then we move on with our life. Gratitude, true, heartfelt, in the belly, soul gratitude is completely different. So what does it feel like to you? That's part one of this, right? You really want to dig in and feel what gratitude feels like. I had the privilege, the honor, and the privilege to write an acknowledgments page for my book that's about to come out. And I did it some time ago, and recently I edited it again. And then what interesting thing for me is while I was writing it, I cried the whole time. Oh my God, these people love me, they support me. How do you ever find words enough to thank them and show them how much they mean to you? I just cried and cried. Just the words poured out and the feeling, the welling up happened. And the same thing happened when I was editing it. Oh my gosh, look at all these names of the people that contributed to my fundraising campaign and all the people that are interested in my message. And I just, it sounds like sadness, but what it was just this welling, this incredulousness at how delicious these partnerships were, this incredulousness at how wonderful, here it comes, how wonderful it is and how lucky I am to have found my purpose and to be able to bring that to the world and have people receive it with such love and with such support. Gratitude fills you up so much so that words can't even do your emotions justice. So what does gratitude feel like to you? That's stage 1. Stage 2 is, what does gratitude tell you to do? What is gratitude's directive for you? Because this whole idea that we are not supposed, if we're grateful, we're not asking for more, we're not doing more, we're not expecting more out of life than bare bones basic survival. Is gratitude really asking that of you? Because I'll tell you, when I'm in that gratitude state about my passion and my purpose and the people in my life and the people that have helped me do everything that I've done in my life, gratitude directs me to do more. Gratitude, love, grace, openness, open-heartedness, all of those things tell me to go out and try harder, do more, deliver more, create more. My dog keeps hitting she's getting comfy right against the stand of my camera, so I'm sorry if it's a little shaky. Gratitude's directive is never sit still. Gratitude's directive is, I have filled up your energy stores, spend them wisely. It's really that simple. So for those of you who are really holding on to that spoiled brat status, it's okay. I get it. What you're really asking for, though, is you want to feel more grateful. Do you really want to give up your hopes and dreams? Do you really want to give up that next level thing that you're being directed to do now that you've hit those bare bones basics? Do you really want to give that up? Chances are good you don't. So as long as you know you don't want to give that up, as long as you know you're not ready to give that up, and as long as you know that this opportunity to feel grateful, it is an opportunity because not everybody takes it. If you're sitting there in spoiled brat status, that's not a grateful place. You're not refilling your well. You're not refilling your resources so that you can go spend them wisely. You're beating yourself up. You're depleting your resources. So in all of this resistance in feeling like a spoiled brat and if I want more, I'm kind of a jerk, you're actually being kind of a jerk by not allowing this space to fill you so that you can go create more. There's a novel idea, right? So these are the two things I want you to think about. This is your homework. This is my homework. This is everybody's opportunity to practice getting better and better and better at what we do and closer and closer and closer to our ultimate purpose so we can live a life full of passion and joy and peace, right? All of us are going to work on, between now and next week, this idea of feeling grateful. I'm going to tell you, I get it. If you're at a space in life where that welling up that happens to me 5 times a day doesn't happen for you, that's okay. The only way I ever got to that point was taking that moment to go, okay, I should be grateful for this. Oh wait, should be. I can be grateful for this. All right, so I'm going to be grateful for this. I am grateful for this. And it's really this practice in dialing down that frenetic energy that just wants to, like, go do this and now go do that. It's really an exercise in staying super present, dialing it down from I should all the way to I am, and whatever stages it takes you to get there. And over the years, I've gotten to this point where everything feels like a freaking miracle in my life. I'm going to tell you, it doesn't take years to get there. Over the moments, over the days, over the weeks, with all of this navigation of, stay present. Where's the opportunity to be grateful? Grateful. I should be grateful. I go through all of those paces, practice it, and before you know it, that grateful state will just be your default. And you'll be in this place where you're filling up your resources as you're spending them, filling them up as you're spending them. And that is sustainability. That's sustainable success. That is sustainable joy. That is sustainable connection. And that is absolutely stress-free. So if you want more of whatever it is that you've been planning for, dreaming of, scheming of. If you want that, if you want more out of life, feel grateful. Feel grateful that you have this opportunity without the judgment that you want more. It's that judgment that wanting more is bad that's depriving you of the opportunity to be grateful right now. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's it for today. You got your homework. I've got my homework. Let's go out and be better this week, and I will see you next week, Wednesdays, 8:30. Oh, I have to tell you, because the spring Fail to Win telecourse, I only offer it twice a year. It's coming up at the end of this month, March 22nd. Early bird pricing is available until this Friday. So go grab your seat at the cheapest price possible, and we'll start working together through all of these tools and get better at all of this stuff and live a sustainable, joyful, wonderful life. Bye! Sustainable, wonderful, joyful life. That's what we want.